Shall we begin?
Being a fan of horror has done a lot for me. It's not only thinking that I'm cool because I'm more interested in watching people get killed in all kinds of creative ways. I don't look at myself in the mirror every day and say I'm cooler because I'm into that stuff. I've always appreciated the world of film. And being a fan of the horror genre makes me much more acceptable to any of the other genres. I want to establish something to everybody right now. I didn't do the Jason Goes to Hell, Jason X, and Freddy vs. Jason reviews just because I thought they were shitty movies. I would have to say probably 80% of the horror movies that are out there are shitty movies. And there are people that keep on coming up to me saying, well, that's why they're good. I know, but here is what a lot of you people are not understanding about what I'm trying to say. The reason why Jason Goes to Hell and Jason X in particular pissed me off is because, well, Jason Goes to Hell, they kind of took Jason and like made their own stupid fucking retarded. It was stupid. It was dumb. When Jason X came out, I remember because it was kind of like my generation's turn to grow up and actually start watching movies like that. And everybody knew who Jason was. But hardly any of us actually sat down and watched all the other 9 movies. You know, so Jason X came out and was like, woo, we're rebellious and we're all for horror. That's awesome. From that point on, I kind of became a horror fanatic and started watching all of these movies, and I watched the entire series of Friday the 13th, and then I watched Jason X again. Okay, no. But what you're not understanding, it pissed me off much, much more to watch people watch one movie and say that they are fans of horror. That pisses the shit out of me. Just saying that you're a fan of horror pisses me off. Then you bring me to a whole new level when you start talking about horror and like what it's supposed to be. You don't know shit. Watch some goddamn movies and actually become a fan before you start running your mouth about nothing. The same goes for anything you want to be a fan in. You know, you can't just start running your mouth when you don't know shit about whatever the hell you're talking about. That's so gay. But what I am not saying is don't watch these movies. I would never, ever say that. I don't even consider myself to be one complete true horror fan because out of all the horror movies that are out there, I might have only seen 20% of them. What I can do though is give really good criticism because of what I have to go through to give that criticism. I have my immediate opinions about things just like every other person does, but I don't give that opinion. I actually dig deep and research and study as much as I possibly can before I start blah, alright? Which leads me into what I asked a lot of my viewers to do a few weeks back. A couple weeks back I left up a video for about a week asking people to post a video response on their thoughts and feelings about the new Friday the 13th remake that they're coming out with. And this is what I got. We can pretty much count on all remakes from this point out just being cash-ins on the original.
The creativity just crawled up in a hole and died.
I think it's kind of stupid, and I don't want to see it be made.
I'm just hoping that they'll call it a remake, because lately we've just been getting this reimagining stuff.
I really hope they don't ruin this.
Well, I think that it will be an okay movie.
The director's Marcus Nisbell.
I think Marcus has done some great things.
I just think it's gonna suck because all remakes do.
I just hope after this we'll stop getting remakes and just like maybe get like original good slasher movies sometime in the near future.
I think that this movie could be good just because of the new CGI effects.
A lot of the kids I go to school with nowadays, yeah, I know, because I'm a fan, because I saw Freddy vs. Jason. And it's just pitiful because they don't really know what they're talking about.
I saw the Halloween remake and I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, a lot of people said it was terrible.
We've burned that franchise out of every possibility it could have.
They're gonna use the original story, the original masks.
Whatever Friday the 13th they're remaking, I don't know if it's number 3 or 4 or both of them combined into some weird baby of the movie, or I don't know.
I bet it's gonna fall and crash and burn, then fart and explode, yeah.
New Line doesn't own the rights to Pamela Voorhees the way that Paramount does.
The role for Mrs. Voorhees is played by Nana Vizor or something.
To me, Friday the 13th is dead. Friday the 13th, part 2, part 3, part 4, dead.
And I'll be honest, I don't think it'll be as good as any of the others, apart from Jason X.
I mean, what if they make Pamela some abusive, like, mom, like they usually do in horror movies these days? Just smack Jason around and take up the dishes. I don't know, take up the dishes.
Because I've seen remakes of movies and the original ones, and they're not really good.
They're coming out with remakes for all the other horror movies too. Child's Play, Nightmare on Elm Street, you get the idea.
And I really like that, and I'm really anticipating the fact that I want to see how Marcus is going to go upon doing this and how his take on Friday the 13th is going to be.
What's wrong with these people?
I really hope they just don't fail in Friday the 13th.
It'll be a good movie. I'm waiting for it to come out, but I think they're really going to screw up on this movie, and that is it.
Honestly, no one really wants to put up an effort in making a good horror movie anymore.